Hi everyone. So in the last clip we put out, we were talking about this idea that negative occurrences in this world really come from a very high light of Hashem. And it's just that this world's not a fit vessel for it. So to create the vessel that high light should manifest in an actual positive way in our world, we need to use our conscious faculties to meditate on the source of this light. And the source of this negative situation, it's really just this highlight of Hashem, and that causes the situation to turn around automatically through our Bitachon itself. Our Bitachon has within it the ability to make miracles because we're one with Hashem. So we're very powerful. And this is what we were saying before, okay? So the Rebbe says in Tazria Metzora from the year Nun Aleph, an amazing, very foundational sicha, that's what Galus is. Galus literally is a highlight of Hashem that's manifesting negatively, and we have the ability to turn it around by meditating on the source of Galus itself. And Chassidus is what gives us the ability to do this. The Rebbe says specifically through learning Chassidus, through learning in Yani Gula Moshiach specifically, we could turn the Galus over. So in that sicha, the Rebbe actually explains, especially in our generation, is quote unquote easy to do because the Galus is over. Okay, like this is very thematic of the leader sichas. The Rebbe tells us in Kiseitse, the war of Galus is over. Tazria Metzora, the Rebbe says that in any evil that is left in this world, that like the vestiges of evil that are still here, it's so minute that it can easily be turned over. So you might ask a question, what does that mean? Like how is that even possible? Like I see so much negativity. So if you actually look at the halachas on the Metzora, a Metzora, if he had one dot of tzaras on him, or a few, he was pronounced impure. But if he was covered in tzaras, he was pronounced pure. It seems like a crazy halacha. What? Like he's covered in tzaras and he's pure? But it's explained, and Chassidus specifically helps us understand this, that when a person is externally covered in tzaras, it means that internally he's refined and purified, and that it's basically on its way out, and that's why it's so external to him. That's why you could see it. Right? Or in other words, when you actually can see negativity, you can actually deal with it, and then it's on its way to really healing. But when a person only has one or two dots on them, maybe they seem pure on the outside, but all that negativity is buried inside. It's harder to see. You can't deal with it. You can't get rid of it. So a person who's full of tzaras is much closer to being fully healed. So you could apply that to our world now. You might look around and see all this negativity and say, how could the Rebbe say that the Galus is almost over? That just sounds so contradictory to what my eyes are seeing. But we have to realize that this idea that if we see a lot of negativity, it means it's on its way out. It's like ready to be totally healed. Okay? So this concept that we could turn over the Galus and turn it into Geula through our power of meditating on the great source of Galus, which is a very high light of Hashem, is extremely tangible. And through working on our Bitachon, it's the exact same mechanism, and this is how this avoda is intrinsically connected. So the avoda Bitachon and the avoda to bring the Geula are really one and the same. They're completely intertwined. So let's continue to do this together. Stay tuned.